Welcome to the G-Line family. Do me a favor, man. Hit that subscribe down below. Hit a like. And leave me a comment, man. Put what state y'all from. Had to do a little retake. She was over here trying to eat and bark and started choking. But just wanted to highlight these two little crazy looking dogs. Look at that dog on the right. Oh my goodness. Did it again. Solid. He is available. He is ABKC registered. He's a Hondo son. He is a color carrier. He can throw the rainbow. He is off of Hondo and Midnight. Boy is 7 months on the 27th. I finally looked at the paperwork. Look at her. A little crazy little female too. Beautiful top line on both of them. But like I said, he'll be 7 months on the 27th. He'll be ready to be putting in work here in the next month or so. But as you guys can see in the thumbnail of the topic, it's anal prolapse. Bear with me, I'm gonna get to it. I just wanted to highlight this little black tri-male. Like I said, he is available. $500 deposit, rest at pickup. ABKC papers in hand. He might grow half an inch, but he should be done. He's just gonna thicken up. He's looking better and better. He just keeps getting thicker and thicker. But I'm located in Kentucky. You're more than welcome to come pick him up in person. If you need shipping, it's an extra $5.50. You're more than welcome, like I said, to pick him up in person. But obviously, if you're watching this video, you probably either seen an anal prolapse, heard of an anal prolapse, or want to know more about an anal prolapse. I have experienced it when I first went off of my first litter off of a Grand Champion Chumper to Persia, Savage. A little brindle, crazy looking female I have. Still have her to this day. But I ended up taking her to the vet because she ended up having an anal prolapse. And there's two different types. You got anal prolapse and a vaginal prolapse. So obviously if it's coming out the vagina, it's a vaginal prolapse. And if it's coming out their butt, it's an anal prolapse. It looked like a red donut. Just best way I can describe it. So I ended up taking her to the vet. And they checked her for worms. They did some other tests, and then they ended up putting it back in, and they sewed it up. And I want to say the next day or so, man, she popped it right back out, busted the stitches. So I called them up over the phone, and they were like, "Hey, just push it back in, because that's all we're gonna do if you bring her in." So I got me some gloves, got me some lube, and shoved that thing back in. It took me probably about a good 30 minutes. But I ended up pushing it back in. And the issue was, man, I was free feeding her. Back in the day, I used to free feed all my dogs. I let them eat as much as they wanted. And she just got so constipated that that's how it happened. So they just told me, what did they tell me, man? I think they told me to put water in her food to soften it up. But see, it's communication, man. The vet didn't, it was trial and error before we figured it out, because they really didn't know what to tell me, so they just pretty much just stitched her back up and sent me on my way. So I was like, okay, whatever. So they just said she was backed up, super constipated. So, or did I, it was so long ago, honestly, man, I can't tell. It honestly was so long ago, I can't tell, because like I said, this is like 8-9 years ago, because it was when she was a young dog. She was not a puppy, but like 6 months, 7 months. So they ended up sewing her up, like I said, and sending me on my way. So I started putting some water in her food, and she pushed it back out. So then I switched to soft dog food, and it ended up stopping. I ended up pushing it back in 2 more times, so a total of 3 that it came out, and haven't had an issue since. So I was talking, in the beginning, I was talking to some people, and they were like, that she needs to be fixed ASAP. Don't ever breed her. It goes by case basis. I'm not going to say this is always what you should do, but she was a Grand Champion Chumper daughter, and I'm glad I didn't, because I've had, I want to say, at least 4 or 5 different litters off of her. No complications, never had it happen again. Midnight, quiet. Never had it happen again. And So I just wanted to, you know, give a little info on that. Definitely, you know, definitely, don't waste any time, um, you know, because it may be worms, it may be, I feel like it's something easy to fix. If you're warming your dog, you should have no problem. If it does come out, it may be because you're doing what I did and free fed. I didn't know any better. I was just like, oh, just let them eat whenever they want, and she would just eat herself till she was just a butterball. She was so backed up that she ended up straining so hard she ended up pushing out her intestines. But yeah, man, definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Great Go Booty Camp, baby, son, and all.